Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Circle Back. This is a podcast where we offer our listeners a peek behind the scenes of successful organizations and people. We enter the meetings of various committees, councils, boards, bureaus, and panels that make crucial decisions in business and beyond. We listen in to the important people making these decisions so that we can see just what makes these organizations tick. This week, we are joining New York art gallery House for their artist panel. Without further ado, here's House's artist panel.
Oh, hi. Thank you so much for coming to this panel. I am Hans and Schimmerweben, and I am so excited to present this evening a wonderful duo who I love very much. I will let them introduce themselves because oh, I think they are just such sweetie pies, and I cannot wait to see what they have to say about themselves. So without further ado, here they are.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Gerd Durdley, and I'm here with my co-artist, Jason. And we are here to present you a series of works that we have spent the last 6 months pouring our hearts and souls into in this new exhibit, which we have named, and Jason, I will let you finish the introduction to our exhibit here.
Oh, thank you, Gerd.
Which yes, I'm gonna pass it off to you.
Oh yeah, and like you said, we've really been just slaving over this work. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to Gerd, and I hope it means a lot to you guys as well. Yeah, the exhibit here, it's kind of a multi-medium. It's music, it's dance, it's art, it's painting. What isn't it? It's all around you. It's everything. So here, as you can see, we have this 3D space that is full of pretty much anything you could want, and it's just beautiful, and I'm excited for you guys to be immersed.
Yes, and the name of this exhibit, to be clear, is Crossing the Curtain of Joy and Pain, multifaceted work by Gerd Durley and Jason.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. And I will just refer to it as crossing, just because it is, for saving the time. But I think we are interested because if you look at this, well, I think some people might say, "Oh, this just looks like a bunch of stuff that you have, put in the building, and it does not really look very nice or really mean anything." And I just wonder, for those who are not savvy about the arts, and we'll open up questions to the audience in just a bit, but for those of us who, do not know so well the art, how are you thinking about this art? How are you knowing about this art?
I think Jason really said it perfectly when he was saying, what is art? What isn't art? And I think when you look at art, you can see it. You can see that we haven't just brought in a bunch of empty rotisserie chicken bags from Costco and let the juices flow everywhere. That's not art. What's art is when the raccoons come in and they start licking up the chicken juices, and then they die because when we've poisoned the chicken juices, and that's actually, and I don't want to speak too much to the meaning of my art, but that is a bit of a metaphor for the way that we're actually poisoning Mother Earth, and the raccoon corpses, which were much very alive and full of the spirit of American industry, are dead as the wives of our factory workers in the heartland of America. And that's really what I hope my work speaks to.
So clear. Yes, I can see that totally. And I just wonder, Jason, if you have anything to add about, the American heartland and these things about, poisoning the earth. And what for you? What is present in the word?
Yeah. So for me, it's not so much about the carcasses; it's about the transformation. Don't get me wrong, I love the end product, but for me, it was really cool that Hans, you were able to lend us this space for the last couple months where we could just let it transform. It started with such a gentle, humble beginning of us eating some rotisserie chickens and drinking a bunch of beers and littering the cans across your studio, and then to us adding poison into the juices and leaving the door open for raccoons to come in.
Yeah,
and
true.
it's just
So
the
true.
transformation is the beauty in it for me. It's just I walk in and it smells and there's carcasses everywhere and but it's just art. It's just
Yeah,
art and
it's
it's
visceral.
beautiful
You can
and
feel
it
it,
has meaning and that's
and you can
how
smell it,
you can smell
and
it
you
and you
can
can see,
and
you
you
can hear
can
it.
and you can definitely smell it.
You can definitely smell it.
yeah. I love what you have said about process and about viscerality, and
And
I
the way
think
that you
now
can
it's
smell it.
time. Yeah, the smell it. Yeah, that's good. So let's open it up now to the audience and see if there are any questions. Yes, you in the back with the very large hat. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, hello. My name is Howard St. Harmony. I'm also well, I'm an aspiring curator. I've made my money in the diamond industry, but I have to say the viscerality really, yes, as you've touched on, is quite astonishing to the nostrils, one might say. It smells like a pile of shit in here, and I'm just wondering, is this what I should be looking for in my potential artist? I'm hoping to open a gallery.
Yeah. Well, let's talk after when we can have a little wine and look at the art and have a chat. But yeah, I would say it's important that the art is somewhat offensive, because in that way, you get eyes on the prize. And yeah, there's the whole business side of things, but also I think it's important to be bringing up the avant-garde, the new artists, and the people who are shaking things up. So yeah, let's chat, and I think it'll be good, and maybe we can do something together. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful, darling.
Okay, that's great. All right, so let's see. There's another question here. Yes, you young woman with this shaved head.
Yes, hello. My name is Audrey Coleridge Taylor Handsome, and I'm an aspiring artist, and I love you, Gerd Durdley, and Jason. I was wondering Jason, you've chosen to go by just Jason. Is there any reasoning behind that?
I'll give you one word: share. You heard of
Like
share, right?
cloud, like on the cloud, sharing
No,
over
no,
the
no, like
cloud.
share, like the artist.
Oh,
Maybe you're a little
is
too young
she
for her.
is she pre 9/11?
How about seal? Ever heard of seal?
Oh, of course I know Seal.
Yeah, that's why I'm just Jason. Okay, it's one
Okay,
name says it all. Everyone knows. They hear Jason, they boom, they think of me. At least they
heard.
will. Once the world has experienced our exhibit, then it's gonna become like a share seal type situation. I hope. Actually,
Okay,
I know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we'll move on, and I'm wondering if there is a question for Gerd as well. Does anybody have a question for Gerd, Dudley? Yes, over there. Yes, go ahead. The one with the I can only see your hand up, but you seem to have many rings on. Yes, you with the many
do
rings.
not tell me that you do not recognize your own brother Hans. It is I, Gruben,
Oh my,
Hans and
Gruben,
Schubenwuben.
Hans
Yeah,
Schubenfuben.
yeah.
Ah,
Whatever
and of
our
course
silly last name is.
we're just half brothers because we have different last names. It's just we have the
Yeah.
same mother, but you
We,
are like a full brother to me.
yes, when we kissed when we were both 14, just to see what is. Anyway, yes, I had a question for Mr. Gerd Dudley. I had so it seems that that you are the biggest proponent of the smell, and I agree with the gentleman earlier. It does smell like shit. But what are some of the other senses and sensations that you were hoping to bring to this exhibit?
So, and thank you for asking a question. I just would like to say I want to thank Hans Dishmer-Verben for giving us the space to really explore the mediums, because art has always existed, but the obsession over the last millennia has been paints, visual arts, and painting landscapes. And when me and Jason got absolutely trashed in this space just 2 weeks ago, I said to him, enough with landscapes. I want smellscapes. And so by bringing in the rotisserie chicken juices and the rat poison and the vermin, and we just letting it stew, it's yes, go ahead.
So I just had a follow-up to something that you said. You said you got trashed in this space about 2 weeks ago, and that is where the idea came up with. Did you happen to, is that why you got so many rotisserie chickens?
Yes, yes.
The drunchies?
It's all a part of a grander process that me and Jason have developed over the course of our long and illustrious career. But it starts with about 40 to 60 beers in a space that we feel is ready to be transformed by art.
Yes.
And Jason, I can let you speak to this further, but actually bringing in 6 or 7 full rotisserie chickens was your idea.
It was. And
so maybe you can speak to that.
Yeah. And well, I just wanted to talk. So, Gerd, you mentioned how paint, the landscapes has just been overdone. And I wanted to say we had
I've had enough of it.
We had this talk and we said you can't spell paint without pain. And it pains me to see so many paintings. And we're like, we got to do something new. We wanted to tap into the others. We wanted to tap into the other senses, smell in particular, and sound. When the raccoons were dying, it was quite an earful.
They were fighting over the bones, and the bones were breaking and splintering off. The squeals. Yeah. My God.
I get nightmares still.
But that's what it's for. That's why we do art.
That's art, and that's the
pushing the medium forward.
Yes. And to go back to the rotisserie chickens, it was induced out of a drunken rage. We had a little bit of a fight, and again, that's part of the art. It's just part of the
process.
And
we came out stronger.
We came out stronger at once we had some chicken. And yeah, that's just a part of the whole thing, and it's really magical.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, and of course, it's such a pleasure to see my brother. And this is what your art does; it brings people together. And I think we have time for a couple more questions, but I also just want to take the time out to just thank the sponsors of this artwork and this evening's event, which is, of course, the MacArthur Foundation. So thank you to the MacArthur Foundation for their generous support. All right. Okay, couple more questions. And then what we will do is a rapid fire sort of thing that I have some questions that I have gotten from the audience and earlier on. And we will just go real quick, rapid fire. But
Hans,
I think we have... Yeah.
Hans, I hate to interrupt, but the violence in the term rapid fire, I really don't appreciate.
Oh,
and so
yes, right.
I would prefer something more akin to some loving language, like busting these questions all over.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That's
so rapid fire and more rapid release.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think that it is more like busting them all over. In a loving way, long-term relationship. I go and it's like, oh yes, do it that way, and then I bust all over. Yes, that's the type of questions I will be asking. Thank you for that, Good. So, do we have one more question from the audience, perhaps? Yes, you there. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you with yes. Yes, you. Yes, go ahead.
All right. Hey, my name is Andrew Cody Ryan Howard Truck. And I have to say, you elites have got me absolutely incensed. You've got me absolutely flustered. This is not art. This is not beauty. This is not truth. This is disgusting. It's a bunch of rat carcasses all over the place, a bunch of old chicken. Um, it honest. I drove up here from Boston. That's where I'm from, is Boston. And I drove up all the way up here from Boston for some good art because I heard all the good art's in New York. And this is what I arrived to. So I just have to say, I do not like this. I do not think you're artists. And I would
Truck
appreciate a
was it?
response to this.
Truck was it?
That is like the fifth part of my last name. Yes.
No, yeah, it's actually
and how
it's
did this...
Andrew Cody Ryan Howard Truck. That
Okay,
was the
Andrew.
name.
Thank
Yeah.
you for remembering. I do have to say thank you for that. Not many people.
Andrew,
do.
then, and how did this art make you feel?
Well, I mean, I feel like I just
Angry?
told you it really pissed me off.
Yes, and that's the art.
Good.
That's the art. That's the message. That's how powerful it is. It moved you, didn't it?
I mean, yeah,
Reflect on
pissed
that.
me off.
Reflect on that. Reflect on that.
I can't. Okay, I'll reflect.
Yes, that's the art. That's the beauty in it. That's why
Your
we're all together.
feedback is remarkably similar to the chief sanitation officer who has been harassing me and telling me that this exhibition is a health hazard and a violation against human rights and dignities. And frankly, I don't appreciate your question. And I'd like to add that you can go fuck yourself, you hillbilly trash. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Leave.
All right. So I just hold on.
You know what?
I just want
if I
to
may say something,
hold on. Yeah, go ahead, Cody. Very quickly. Yes, go ahead.
I respect it. You changed my mind.
Okay, this is a transformative sort of work we are doing here. But what I wanted to say was that, I think it's important that we open up dialogue, and we have Andrew Cody Ryan, our truck, say his piece. So I think what we will do for this final round of questions is to have Cody, if you would come up on stage and we can just answer these and see, just like an experiment, just to see, like, since this work has obviously transformed you and you've made such an impact on the artist, come on up on the stage and now we will just do, yes, Cody, yes, come on up.
Yeah, okay.
Cody from Boston, which is famously so far south of New York as well, I think.
Yeah, they call it the south of the north. And
your accent is pure Boston. Anyway,
I'd say, yeah.
And of course, I know accents clearly being, I don't know, German, perhaps.
Yeah,
anyway,
whatever you are, I like
Austrian.
you. I like you, buddy.
Anyway, okay, time for rapid fire questions. Are we ready? I think that we will go in this order. Let's go Jason, good, Cody. That sound okay? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm part of this now. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
you're part of it now.
Okay.
So we are going to do rapid fire questions. Okay, so here we go. These are from the audience from earlier. We have collected them. The first one is overrated or underrated taxes?
Underrated.
I would say overrated. I think I'd disagree with Jason on.
Yeah, it is rapid fire. Good.
That's why
it is rapid fire. Okay, Cody, go ahead.
Oh, underrated.
Okay, all right. Now we go here. We have a new one. Paris or Berlin? Okay, Paris or Berlin?
The second one, Berlin.
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 Yes.
Yeah. Berlin.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
It's the Paris, the city of love, the city of light, the city of getting sucked off behind a dumpster, but it's beautiful.
Okay, good. And good.
In my travels, I much prefer Southeast Asia to Europe. I find the culture and the people there much more accepting. But I will say, Paris does have a certain je ne sais quoi, as they say, that I find quite appealing.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and now I have here a final rapid fire question. This one is, if you could eat anything in the world right at this moment, what would you be eating on?
What
What would we be eating on?
Yes. Oh, sorry, that
What
is
would
my
we be eating?
English.
Like, I would
What would
probably
you
be
be
eating off a plate.
eating? No, not on. You know, you are so silly, Cody.
These
Okay,
pesky
no,
Germans.
what would you be
I'd
eating?
probably raccoon.
Okay, raccoon.
Gerd?
I could do just I could do some like rotisserie chickens, I think.
Okay, very cool, very hip, very good. Okay, well, I think that's it. And I would like to have some wine now. So I think that should we go do the wine and then looking at the art? And what do we think? Yeah.
Let's do the wine.
Yeah,
Let's do
probably
the wine.
somewhere else. It smells like
Yeah,
fucking
it
shit in
smells
here.
Yeah,
really
it smells
bad in
like
here.
shit. Can I
It
tell
smells
you,
bad.
it smells like shit in here. I cannot
Hans,
stand it. Let's.
I think you're gonna have to scrap this place. You're gonna have to. The gallery's gone.
Yeah,
It's done.
let's go down the street. Yeah, we go now.
Mm.
All right.